Hello, how's it going? It's different. Fine, good, good. Load of random numbers, righto. 4970 5000. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean, man? Miss Saludas. Oil up Zaddy. I don't know what that means, dude. You have to speak English, otherwise I'm not going to be able to understand a word you're going on about. Faulkner, hello, how's it going? Oh, subs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're getting there. Hi, what am I doing? I've made a bopper out of deer antler, napping flint. So, like, to start off with, you get your piece of flint and you hit it with a striking stone. It breaks a flake off, break big flakes off, and then when you get down to the smaller stuff, you use a deer antler, which you use for striking. He told you to oil up. I don't know what that means. Bless him. Must be someone trying to be funny. But you know, if I don't understand, I don't understand. You know, at the end of the day, people don't give offence. People take offence, and I'm not offended. So easy come, easy go, eh? No one tells me to do anything. You could ask me, but don't tell me. Hi from Bangladesh. Hello. It's an inappropriate flag. I know it is. I'm just doing the old play stupid, make them look like an idiot routine. Don't worry about it. It's one of those things, isn't it? At the end of the day, they're really, really unoriginal nowadays. It's always the same thing. You know what I mean? It's always the same crap. Basically, it's just not. It's not even intelligent. It's not funny. It's. I wouldn't even class it as taking the mick out of someone. You know what I mean? It's just pathetic, really. At the end of the day, it's sort of like schoolyard stuff. You know, oh, you're a boo head sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's just there. You know, if they use their intelligence and had a bit of skill and a bit of common sense and use some wisdom and are actually funny, I'd play up. But I'm not going to, because it's just schoolyard stuff, isn't it? At the end of the day, they're all the same. They all say the same sort of thing. It's that shock humor. I don't know. It's not even humor, is it? It's not even funny. It's trying to say something shocking to be different, to be funny, but it's just not funny. It's not humor. It's ridiculous. What does it mean? I don't know. People going with. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Beard is awesome. Thank you. Yes, it never changes. No, well, when we were younger, we used to actually like bang on people's doors and say things to people's faces and stuff like that. We didn't hide on a bloody phone and say just ridiculous stuff. You know what I mean? We actually had a bit of purpose and a bit of humour about us. saying taking the mick is racist. Only if you think it is, mate. At the end of the day, it's not racist at all. Why is that racist? You tell me why that's racist. You sure, mate? There we go. Someone taking offence, even though I didn't give it. This brings me back to my original point, which is which I find hilarious. Taking the mick for racist. Yeah, well, if you say so. How old am I? How old do you think I am? Look at that. Managed to get that burr off of there, so it won't cut my hands or anything. 25, 29. I'm a bit older than that. A little bit older than that. $29, $32. I'm older than that. Go higher. $32, $37. No, I'm older than that. Not really an exact guess, is it? I'm between 1 and 100. $37 to $45. Yeah, I'm in that age bracket. Yeah, a bit older than 37, a bit younger than 45. Oh, stuff stinks when you sound it. It's fucking rancid. Imagine going at this with a power tool. It'd be everywhere. 44, no. F you. Foo. 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 No, I'm not 42. I'm not 43. James just put foo. 41, nearly there. What do you mean by foo? Foo. Foo foo. 40, yes, I'm 40 years old. It's got enough weight to it. And now I need to make a pressure flaker, which is going to be fun. Oh, got the hiccups now. Get my dinner too quickly. What do you mean by foo, James? I'm confused. You're still there? Foo, 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 foo. Will that work as a pressure flaker as it is, or will I have to? Oh, Oh. Ooh. Very confusing people on the internet, isn't there? No one speaks properly anymore. No one uses the English language. I'm sure you all went to school. I'm sure you learnt the England language, the language of England. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, now let's write something in a different language so I don't understand. Espanol, no. Falo Portuguese. Hi bud, how are you doing? I'm good, man. How are you? Just sieving through the morons on the, you know, when you first start your life. I made a bopper out of a piece of antler for flint knapping. So hopefully that will. Well, I actually broke up. I've got a video, but I can't post it yet. I can't post too many videos in a week. Spanish, Espanol, sí. But no falo Espanol. I falo Portuguese, which is similar, but not the same. Eu falar Portuguese, but only a little bit. I feel bad. It's antler, but yeah, it's the reason it works with flint is because it's a similar resonant vibrational frequency to the flint, and it will send a shock wave through the flint and break it off. Because I think if you hit it that way, it goes at 125-degree angle. So it's for making smaller flakes. Because I've got my bow shafts, arrow shafts. Now I need to make some arrow heads for it. I need to get some pine pitch, so I need to go down to a specific woodland because there's not many pine forests around here. There's only a couple of plantation blocks, but I need to go to a pine forest, collect up a load of resin, heat it up, mix it with ash, make myself some pitch or glue, whatever you want to call it, to glue on the arrowheads. And I need to get hold of some big feathers, either some swan feathers or some goose feathers or something like that. But I think I know where I can find some goose feathers because there's a local lake near us that in the summer it's absolutely smothered in Canada geese. So I'm assuming there'll be some kicking around there somewhere. So I'll go down there and have a little butcher's about. Primitive glue, yeah, it's really good stuff actually. And the good thing about it is if the arrowhead comes off, all we have to do is heat it up. And it's like that thermoplastic you're on about. It's like the ancient thermoplastic. Very similar sort of thing, really. You can mold it to any shape. You can stick things together with it, and it's reusable as well, which is pretty cool. But next time I have some money, I'm going to get some of that thermoplastic because, as I say, like when the cap comes off the end of your fishing chair or something like that, and you just got like a sharp bit of metal, or like feet on things, and just there's so many different applications for it. Another thing I want to use it for as well is because the plastic bits broke on my clamp, the little plastic rings. So I think it would do a good job of wrapping it around there and sitting on there, so I'm not putting dents in softwood when I'm clamping it to things, or digging holes in my table when I'm clamping it the other way. So I think that would work really, really well. I want to give it a go as well. I've got an old file. I'm thinking about moulding a handle for it. Yeah, there's a billion uses. Yeah, man, it looks good, man. I'm going to make a file handle, well, a gouge handle out of it. Quick fix for loads. Yeah, definitely, man. It seems spot on, to be honest with you. I've never heard of it before until I watched one of your videos, and I was like, oh yeah, that seems like a really, really good idea. There's just all sorts of applications for it, man. It's good. It looks pretty handy. I need to finish this spoon, but I need to make a pressure flaker as well. Cut the tines off of one of the antlers. That one was on there like that, I think. Mesolithic pickaxe. Quick fix for loads, yeah, man. I hope I didn't blunt my saw too much making this, to be fair, but absolutely stinks when you're sanding it. It's got that really sort of, I don't know. Where did I get the antlers from? One of my mates, he works in this huge charity shop. He goes down there and he does a lot of like when they need like holes fixing in the roof and like shelves putting up like that. He's an engineer, but he goes down there in his spare time, and he helps them out. And he goes, someone brought in some deer antlers. He goes, I know someone who'd love those. And they said, yeah, you can have them if you want. So, and he brought them round for me. I can't really argue with that. Get some good stuff in charity shops, man. Some decent stuff in there, actually. Some of the things people throw away or give away is unreal. What time is it? Oh, it's only 7:30, that's right. I'm going to be going, if old Mick's going live later, I'll go into his live, I think. I need a piece of flint to test this out on. I think it needs to be a bit sharper. It needs a bit of a sharpen. Yeah, especially if you get first dibs and stuff at the charity shop. Yeah, when he's there, he does. He gets. I say he got me that mushroom book that I've got, and the hedgerow book as well. That was from the charity shop. I was just like, quality, man. Can't really argue with that. That's decent. Decent. It's decent to me. Oh, is that my stepson returning? Sounds like it. Here a car. Yeah, same here. I'll go to the mix live. Yeah, same here. It's definitely, man. I just thought I'd hop on. I wonder if I can get my old carving knife out and maybe carve something out of that. Quite cool to make a harpoon. Found fungus there. Oh, wicked, man. Hang on, give us a second. I just got to go and let my stepson in. Did you find anything interesting? I need to go and get some horsehoof fungus as well, so I can do a video on firelighting with that. The old horsehoof. Look at that eventually. If you can idea, proper tough. Like leading into brown, then might start this off. Oh God, I'd have to have a butcher's at it, see if I've got a rough idea what it was. It was at the base of Ash. Wasn't a King Alfred's cake, was it? Little black round thing, about that big. Looked like a lump of coal. They're really good for firelighting. But they literally burn like lumps of coal. They're really cool. They've almost got like a wood pattern inside of them as well, the way they grow. Really cool. You find those a lot, man. Hoof-shaped horsehoof fungus, maybe. Might have been a horsehoof. Let's get my book. If it was hoof-shaped, it was probably a horsehoof. Let's have a look at the brackets. Walk straight on the morels. Horsehoof fungus. H. Hoof fungus 228. Artist bracket. Birch polypore. Root fungus. Wrong page. Looks like a burner. like a horse's hoof fungus. Hard to see it, but they can get massive, man. Like really, really big. Some of them are like that, and they sort of like hang down. But it sounds like, if it's hoof shaped, it sounds like a hoof fungus. Good old bracket funguses. It was palm size. Yeah, they start off quite small, but they can get really, really big. Might be. I'll have a look when you do the video. But it sounds like a hoof fungus. I always call them horse's hoof fungus, or horse hoof fungus. I suppose it just depends where you're from. I know some people call King Alfred's cakes dog's nose. Different names for different things. Like Herb Robert. I don't know if you know that plant, Herb Robert. I'm not sure if it's an umbellifer or not, but it's smells like coriander, and it's got loads of different names, like Puck, Herb Robert, Death Come Quickly is another one. I'm trying to think what else. There are a few. There's loads. It depends where you're from, what part of the country you're from, for what name you give it. But I always call it Herb Robert, because it was used by a monk called Robert, and he used to be like an apothecary, and he used to use it a lot for like stomach upsets and stuff like that, because it's not poisonous, even though it's called Death Come Quickly. I'm a bit of a fungi and shrimp. Ah, fair play, man. Yeah, I'm only learning. But I do know a few. Ones I know. If I don't know, I'll be like, but yeah, that Herb Robert's good as an insect repellent. It's good for getting rid of mosquitoes and stuff like that. Apparently, I've never actually tried it, but there's lots of it growing around here. I'll do a video on there. Live and learn. Exactly, that's it, man. Got to learn. Everything's a lesson, isn't it? At the end of the day, even if you've done it before, there's always a lesson to be had. I won't do it that way next time. It's like when I'm carving, you know, like if I carve something, first time I carve it, it's a bit like, you know, it's a bit dodgy, and then the second time I do it, it's a lot better, you know. Where I've remembered what I've done wrong the first time, or what I could have done better, and I'll get on with it. I wonder if I can make a spoon out of deer antler. I know people make a spoon out of horn, but deer antler's a bit different, isn't it? Mad how porous it is inside. But I suppose it has got a blood flow, hasn't it, the old antlers? I want to go to Petworth Park and pick a load up, but you can't. You're not allowed to pick them up from the park, apparently. So it's one of those things. If I see them in my mate's woods, I can have them. But if I can't go out to places where there's like a proper deer park and take them. Apparently, I know why. They say, oh, it's a conservation thing and blah blah blah. But I don't think it is, because if you look up how much deer antlers are online, you know, some people are selling a set of fallow deer antlers for like 180 quid, and I was just like, what? You can go and find them. You know, it's the time of year for it. Just go and find a set. They're about, you know, you just got to walk around a lot. You've got to have the patience to be able to mooch about. Couldn't believe it. I was looking up. So the old red deer antlers, Christ, they go for a fortune. I was thinking, crikey, if I could get a load of those, and Douglas for good for super spruce. Nuts, yeah, definitely. They avoid it because it's stinky. And it can rain. Yeah. It's sort of like a citrusy smell, and they don't like citrus, do they? Insects and gnats and stuff like that. They don't like it. It's like citronella, isn't it? That's one that they don't like. My mate asked me if I could get some conkers a couple of months ago, because one of his friends wants to put them on their windowsill to get rid of spiders, and I was like, don't worry. So it ain't gonna work. They're still gonna go. you get spiders living in conker trees. You get orb webs in there and stuff. It's not like yeah, Douglas fir smells lovely. Yeah, it definitely does. I like the smell of pine resin, like Scots pine resin. There's a big, massive, well, there's a load of really, really big Scots pines just over the road, and they're a good place to find mushrooms. Get a lot of shaggy parasol, the old chlorophyllum rhacodes, and I found a destroying angel in there, part of the Amanita family, one of the really poisonous mushrooms. And I was like, Christ, is that what I think it is? And I didn't pick it. I just took loads of photographs of it, and I sent them to my mate, who's a mushroom expert, and he was like, "Yeah, that definitely looks like a destroying angel. As long as it's fresh, I don't like yellow pine sap. I like it when it's turned to resin and you break it off the tree and smell it, or when you light it up for a fire and it's got that smell to it. It's lovely, man. There's a can't remember what pine tree they're called now. One of the ones with the really like fluffy bark on it. Ones that it's like a defense against fire. Is it a redwood? I don't know. It might be a redwood. There's one of those over there. It's big old tree. It is. I want to do some flint napping now, but the flint I've got is horrendous. It's just sort of like building site sort of quality flint. It's all been rattled about all over the place. Nice pure white is good. Yeah, man. Yeah, when you crumble it off and it's got that white texture to it. Decent, man. I want more antlers now. I suppose that would make a pretty cool knife handle. Cut that bit off there. I am near the beach, yeah, but I'm gonna have to go about an hour and a half that way to get to the bottom of the old cliffs, the white cliffs, and get some from there. Because a lot of the stones on the beach have been rolled around on the actual. Because our beaches are made out of stones, basically. They're all pebble beaches, and when a flint goes across all the pebbles, it gets loads of micro fractures in it, and it's not really that good. It's very rare to find an actual decent bit of flint unless you go when the tide's out and like dig a bit up. There's a bit sticking out the ground, and you can wrench it out. I have found some decent. Like it's got to have a ring to it, basically. If you hit it and it rings like a bell, it's a decent bit of flint. But the bits I've got out there are really just no good for anyone, really. I tried striking a flake off earlier on, and I hit it like that, and it just exploded everywhere, and a little bit of a flake come off. But I was like, no, that ain't gonna do for what I want. I wanted a nice flat, just sort of almost discordal flake, so I can use the tines to shape it, to pressure flake it into the shape of an arrowhead. As I say, I can't do anything fancy, but I will be able to make something. When if you look at like Mesolithic arrows, Paleolithic didn't really have arrows, but Mesolithic arrowheads, they are literally like flint flakes. With they used to put one on the end and then glue one sort of a couple of inches down the shaft as well. Yeah, there's a beach probably about a 15-minute walk that way. And then you've got the South Downs just over there as well, so I'm pretty lucky where I live. Plenty of resources. There is a woods I know. I smash them trying to get lucky. So I never get what I need. Ah, fair play. Evening, man. How's it going? Yeah. If you get yourself a nice big round bit of quartz or something like that, or just another big round bit of flint, and you hold it in a certain way, and if you say you got the flint like that, if you hit it down on the corner bit, you'll get a flake come off. It takes a bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, you can knock off blades, and then you end up with a core which you can turn into like a spear or a hand axe or something like that. But it's it's one of those things I'm sort of learning. I can make an arrowhead, but I don't think I'll be able to make like a big spear blade or anything fancy. Hand axes are pretty easy. I'm streaming today. Did some Christmas trees. Telling me they look like butt plugs. Quality, man. Yeah, you get a lot of people like that on there, don't you? I made one. That's my bopper for napping flint. Greetings, beautiful souls. All right, Squirrel Sniper, how's it going, man? Seen some tidy fetching on YouTube. What's fetching? That'll hurt. Yeah, it will do. You got to spit on this one. Plenty before you do. Oh, fletching. Yes, nice. Yeah, that's something I've never had a go at, fletching, but I reckon I'll be all right. I need to get hold of some sinew from like a deer's leg or something like that. I might go down to the butcher's and be like, "You got any sinew kicking around? You got any like legs that you're chopping up that I can have the sinews out of?" And then dry them out, bash them, get the you can use a tine like that to separate them. You know, deer out the tine, separate them up into little fibres, and then what you do is you chew on them, put them through your mouth like that, and they go like stretchy string, and that's what you put the fletching on with. Good, dry at least. Yeah. Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? I can that's what's left of the deer antler, old fallow deer antler. You watch Storbs? No, I don't. No. Who's that? There's someone I need to write down. Who's doing similar stuff last week? What's his name? Is it just Storbs? Is it? Or is it like Storbs Bushcraft or something like that? And then I can have a butcher's. Might put like a little leather grip on it. I don't know. Might just leave it how it is. I just had to sand that bit down because it had a little bit of a burr on it. If I'm using it like that, I think so. All primitive techniques. Yeah, sweet. I'll check them out, man. I like old Will Lord. Will Lord's good. He's an interesting bloke, man. He's really well helpful as well. I private messaged him on Facebook a couple of years back asking him about flint napping, and he messaged me back, and he just told me all the information I needed to know. He was well helpful. He's such a nice bloke. He's quality. He is. British, yeah. Will Lord. Check him out. Club teaching went great. It was a good experience. Yeah, sweet, man. That's awesome, man. That's cool. I like that. That's good, man. Oh, excuse me, cracking. All that bolognese I ate earlier on. Yeah, well, yeah. Check your love, Will Lord. Yeah, the bloke's literally a caveman. He built a an earth lodge in his back garden. You know what I mean? Like he's been on TV and stuff like that. His dad's a famous flint napper as well. He's an old boy now, but he was on an episode of Ray Mears before. Hello, mate. All right, mate. How's it going? Yeah, his dad. It's Will Lord and his dad's. I can't remember what his dad's name is now. I can't remember. But yeah, he's decent, man. Got to get kids in bed. What about later? Okay, bud. I'm going to be jumping off sort of around 8 o'clock ish. Nearly, yeah, soon, because I'm going to go on someone else's live. But love your vids, G. Cheers, man. Thank you very much. I'll be posting another one tonight, so keep your eye out. Got to rummage through the internet and try and find ones that I haven't done before. The old reaction videos. I haven't had any pop off for about a month, but I'm sure they'll go again. I really need a piece of flint now. I've got a bee in my bonnet. I'm one of those people. I've made this, and I need to get on the case. It would have been good to have a big fat piece of red deer antler, but I know someone in Scotland actually. I might be able to blag them up. Send me deer antlers. I'll send you spoons. Yeah, I'm going to make a boot and get settled. Might see you mix. Yeah, I'll be in mix live definitely. I'll check out that Storbs geezer quickly as well. I think I need to make a cup of tea actually. I haven't had one all day. Cheers, bud. No worries. Evening, T. How's it going? Good evening. Good evening. How you doing? IT. So that's what's left of the deer antler. Could keep hold of it and carve a wooden deer and stick it in the side. Really good. I did it. I bought a camera and made a video. Wicked, man. I'll check you out, mate. I don't even know if I'm subscribed to you or not. It's just T, isn't it? It's a picture. T. Let's have a look. Problem is that I've started off on TikTok, and on TikTok it tells you who follows you. I can't work it out on YouTube, but I'll definitely give your video a look. 100%. T outdoor. I'd rather than just take, okay, sweet as a nut. T. Old school, man. Get my pencil out. Outdoor. It was great fun going out for a walk today. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I love getting out for a walk. Hopefully I'll be going out like Wednesday, because it's going to be like -4 or something like that at night. So go out on Wednesday, everything will be covered in frost. It'd be pretty cool. Take my Kelly kettle with me as well. Get a cup of tea on the go. Maybe a couple of bacon sandwiches. Got some sausages as well. Actually. Yeah, really cold. Going to be fun. Yeah, it's awesome, man. How much was the Insta 360? No, I'm assuming that's a camera. I've got a little GoPro. I have. Clear night skies. Yeah, definitely. Too much. 300. Crikey. I remember when I bought my GoPro. I think that was with the memory card and all the gubbins to go with it. I think I spent the best part of about 500 quid on it. Well, my missus got it for me for my birthday one year. But there's a GoPro Hero 9, so it's not one of the new ones, but it's still pretty newish. It's got an 880. I can't remember what it's. I think it's like almost like half a terabyte memory. I think it's something like that. Just pay for the DJI. Yeah, the accessories add up, as I found. I can't put my microphone into my GoPro, and I was looking it up, and it's like, oh, you need a media case for it. I ain't buying a media case for it. Too many connections, too much feedback. I don't think it'll work very well. I think they're all similar, yeah, man. I keep forgetting to do videos on my GoPro. I'm lazy. I just press record on my phone. I need to use it more. I only use it if I'm live and I'm in the woods and I'm trying to film with my GoPro as well. So it's just I'm a bit of a pickle for it, really. And I've got to have a word with my brother, see if he can sort me out. He builds computers. I'm going to see if he can make me a computer that I can just do editing on, and I can get a better idea of what I'm doing than sitting there on my phone all the time, jumping files around and trying to do all this stuff. My phone only records a few pixels and so rubbish. Mine's old now. Mine's like an S20, but it's still got a good enough camera on it to record a semi-decent video on it. Anyway, this front camera's a bit knackered, but it's not too bad. But yeah, the old GoPro, the quality on that's amazing. Beard hair going up my nose. Right, what time are we on? I've got a Nokia 3310. They're cool phones, man. They are solid, aren't they? They're sound as pound. But then again, at the end of the day, all you really need a phone for is to ring and text people. You know, it's not like all these silly bloody fancy things. They get on your nerves after a while. There's like loads of things. Like the first time I got a smartphone, I was trying to take a picture of myself, like with the back of the phone facing me. And my mate was like, "What are you doing?" Like, I'm taking a picture of myself, and he's like, "You do know that's a camera on the front of your phone, don't you?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's a camera on the front of your phone." I was like, "I didn't even know that. I didn't even know I had a camera on the front of it." Like, I'm so bad. I didn't realise I could record with the light on, so I can see what I'm doing. I'm an absolute nightmare for technology. My smartphone is still a bit. Yeah, I've got a big. I went for a big one. Great standby battery life. Oh, definitely. Yeah, the old Nokia batteries last about a week, don't they? I'm lucky to get a day out of my phone. Maybe a day. Just about. It's hitting the sort of 15% warning sign and all that stuff. Right, I'm going to jump off, guys, because I'm going to go into Mix Live. See how his weekend went. It's a shame I couldn't get a lift there, otherwise I would have gone. Would have been all right. Would have been a bit of a giggle. But I can only really manage one night in this weather, really, because I'm a bit ill. So sleeping out in the cold ain't too great for me. One night at a time. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. I'm going to make a cuppa. See you later. Cheers for coming on. I'll see you in there.